What's up, guys? It is Sam here, and today I wanted to talk about something a little bit unfortunate. So, if you've been following for a while, you may know that I work in financial services. If not, make sure you subscribe and you can follow along on this journey. So, I had a client who is not. Also press that little bell notification so YouTube can notify you every time I post a new video. So I had a client come in today, or a few days ago or whatever, and they had been working with a company called debtvantage. I just pulled up their website to actually look through that before I made this video, and he's not from the U.S., but he's currently living here with his family and his kids. And he has debt, that he was making payments on. Everything was good. He was going to be buying a house in the next year or so. That was his intention. And in order to prepare for buying a house in the next year or so, he was looking at consolidation, to get a consolidation loan to get rid of all of his various credit cards and other debts out there, to make one payment, generally speaking, that reduces the monthly expenditure. Say from his was a little bit over $800, I believe, from 800 down, so that he can make one lump payment, right? And how consolidation generally works is, from my experience, you'll get all of that wrapped into one, and you'll have to provide payoffs, right? So you got to provide your payoffs to Discover, Amex, your car, blah 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 blah. And when you do the consolidation, the disbursement goes to all of those companies so that you don't have to make any more payments. Now, the company that he chose to work with, and English, I don't believe is his first language, was, as I mentioned, debtvantage. And he comes in, and because he doesn't know what's going on, he's like, I did a debt consolidation. I got a loan to consolidate all my credit cards and put them together so that I just make one month payment, because I want to be buying a house in another year or so. And they told him that he would be paying about $450 per month instead of about $800 per month, and that they would take care of everything. At least that was what he was told. That's what he believed. And he's never made a late payment in his life. And I think this was the all that added up to $800 a month was, I think, 6 different credit cards. So yes, obviously you have to have some type of personal discipline and understanding of where you spend your money to put yourself in a good position financially. But when you look at companies like this, and I'm about to get into this, oh man. So they offer something which there's very little detail when you go to their website. Poking around on their website, there's not a tremendous amount of detail associated with the issue, with their problem, or with their product, right? Just some very poorly worded, incorrect spelling. There's 2 spaces between words sometimes when there's clearly should be 1. Their website is just not very well put together. They say recent testimonials from back in early fucking 2016. This is 2018. And how they do it is, because then I got on the phone with him to figure out what was going on, right? Because that's not how a consolidation loan works. So I got on the phone. We called debtvantage. I called with him, sitting right next to me, so that I could help him articulate what was going on and understand what this company was trying to do. As maybe it was just a misunderstanding, right? So I called them, and I'm talking to the representative, and what I find out is extremely disturbing. And this is probably how the vast majority of these companies work, is that in order to do this, what they have the client do, right? This client that came in to see me, is they have him stop paying his bills so that they can go to collections, so that once they go to collections, this debt settlement company can work with the collections company to give him 50 cents on the dollar. This is absolutely ridiculous. This needs to be like in the light more, and this needs to be exposed. This type of predatory, like, for people who just don't understand what they're getting themselves into, and somebody just completely taking advantage of it. This gentleman's in his like 40s or something like that. He's never made a late payment on anything, and going from like a 700 and change close to 800 credit score, now he's down below 500, or right around 500, I mean, because his they just told him to stop making payments and they were going to take care of it for him. They're not doing any such thing. Now he's getting phone calls every single day. He's getting mail mail from all these credit card companies saying that he needs to pay his bills. And so what they do, even on their website, how they are different. So this is literally just reading it from their website. And it's quotes, right? I don't trust the bank has my interests at heart. I need a solution to my debt problems that takes into consideration my unique hardship. My desire to pay what I can based on that hardship is not necessarily the full amount, but a reasonable percentage of the balance. The bank just does not want to listen. That's what they have on their website. And it's then they go through and list some very ambiguous information about like why you shouldn't do bankruptcy, and yet they're putting people who go through this program in. It takes about 7 years for things like debt settlement to come off of your credit report. So they're advising people to go into default on their debt, and the only way they're doing this is like, the only way they're going to sign up is you start paying us $450 right now, and it's ACH, which just means it's coming out of it's coming out of his checking account into this company's account, right, for $450, and they do that for a couple years until it goes into collections, and they collect their money on it, and they're like, oh, we don't take a fee until it's all done. What the fuck are you doing? You're taking $450 from this man every single month. This is completely ridiculous. Debt settlement from this company, or probably many others, just preys on people who don't understand or have the knowledge from the language standpoint or other things. This is completely ridiculous. And this is, unfortunately, I believe this type of thing happens way too often to people who are around us all the time, who are not necessarily as able from a financial literacy standpoint to put themselves in a state to be financially independent. Because you have people and companies like this that take advantage of people who don't have the financial literacy, who don't even speak the language very well, because they don't have the financial literacy and they don't have they don't even speak the language very well, to take advantage of. Well, they don't speak the language, so they're not going to really understand. We can just kind of confirm what they're saying, and they don't have the financial literacy to understand what is going on. So yeah, let's just keep doing this. And let's make it into a company so we can just take advantage of plenty of people. Wow, this is very irritating. If you know anybody who is about to go into financial hardship, or talking with debt consolidation companies, or whatever the case is, just beware. Share this video with them. You know, maybe chat with them, or have a conversation with them, or talk to them about maybe their lifestyle changes. Maybe this will work for some people, but clearly taking this, from my perspective, looks like it was completely just taking advantage of people. Not at all something that, excuse me, I think should be, I think this needs more exposure. I think more people need to be aware of this kind of thing, and this website is clearly like just a fucking joke. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like this video, share this with somebody like who is potentially in this position, or somebody who might be going through something like this. They need to understand both sides of it, not just what the company's telling them, and they don't necessarily know, you know. So the education is the best thing for this. This gentleman could have continued to make the payments. He didn't have any issue making the payments. He just wanted to see if he could consolidate them. So yes, it's his fault too for not paying attention, but you have companies that clearly do this to take advantage of people, and I don't think that's right. Anyways, appreciate you guys. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and create an awesome weekend. Happy Easter if that's something that you celebrate. I don't, but if it is something you celebrate, I hope you have an awesome, awesome fucking holiday. Peace.